Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Martin, visionary and founder of the Business of Childcare, where I provide you with practical steps and resources moving you closer to opening up your very own licensed early learning program. Now today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a Q&A, frequently asked questions that I've been receiving via email. And if your question is not here, please continue to email me at thebusinessofchildcare@gmail.com, and I will do my best to answer those questions. These questions are directly from my email, and I have been getting kind of the same questions, so I want to go over those questions to help some of you that may be struggling in this area. Let's see. And I may look down on my computer. I have my notes here on my computer, so I just want to make sure that I stay on task. I'm going to go ahead with the first question. The first question is from Sarah from Sacramento, California. Her question is, I want to start a daycare in my home. What should I do first? The first thing that you should do, Sarah, is definitely get the laws that are governing your city, Sacramento, California, and state. You can go on my website. It's called thebusinessofchildcare.com, and in that on that website there is a Start a Childcare Business. You can go on the link, and it is the National Database of Childcare Licensing Regulations. And you put in your state. They will give you the agency's phone number that you need to call, the address, the website, and you will be able to go and do your own research on the laws that govern your city or state. That will be the first thing that I would suggest that you do. Reading the laws, reading what is required will help you have a clear understanding of what they're requiring of you, and then can you meet those requirements. That will be my first thing that I would tell you to do, is definitely get the laws. Like I always say, if you don't know the rules, you can't play the game. And of course this is not a game, but you understand where I'm coming from. If you don't know the rules, how do you know what to do? So definitely that would be my first suggestion, get the laws. Let's see. My second question is, this is from David from North Dakota. I am scared to step out. My wife and I have been wanting to open up a home childcare, then a childcare center, but it seems daunting. I don't know what to do. Every time I pass by a daycare center, my heart leaps because I know that this is what I should be doing. Any advice? Oh, okay. So David, I am completely there with you. Before I started my childcare program, I felt the same way. I knew that was what I should be doing. Every time I passed a childcare or even saw children, I just said, oh my goodness, this is what I should be doing. How do I start? Where do I begin? David, I would say to you, and it sounds like, you have a heart for it, but I would definitely just get out the fear. I think fear is crippling, for lack of better words. It's kind of paralyzing. It will keep you stuck in the same place because you don't know, and knowing is half the battle. People are destroyed for lack of knowledge. People don't move out. People are scared to do something because they just don't know. And once you get the knowledge, then the fear goes away because you have the knowledge of what you should be doing. So I would definitely say, get the fear out. Know that you can do this. It is obtainable. Every no answer has a yes on the other side of it. Be optimistic and go for it. Call the agency in your area, your city or state, and get the ball rolling. Just get maybe the laws and say, hey, what are the laws in my area, and read over them, and just to see maybe this is something that you can do, or something that you're like, maybe I don't want to do it. But definitely get the laws. Like I said to Sarah in Sacramento, get the laws and see what they're requiring, and go for it, David. You and your wife. Question number 3. This question is from Dana in Illinois. Should I write a business plan for my childcare home? A business plan is like the business plan is like a roadmap, I say. It helps you to see what is ahead of you and then beyond. I would definitely suggest writing a business plan for anything that you're going to do. And this is another saying that I say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you don't know what you're doing as far as in business wise and what you'll be doing this year and the next year and then 3 years, and then beyond, because maybe you don't want to stay in your home or a center. Maybe you want to branch out. Maybe you want to grow. Well, then how do you prepare yourself for that? A lot of times we stay stuck in the same place because we never had a plan to go any further than what we saw. And seeing beyond where you are and where you want to go is the key. So definitely that is the great question, Dana. And yes, write a business plan. Question number 4. Let's see. This is from Isabella from Florida. I am starting a childcare and I wanted to know childcare home, and I wanted to know, do I really need insurance to start my childcare? I am a very responsible person. I know that no children will get hurt in my care. Also, my state does not require me to have insurance. This is a very good question, Isabella. I would definitely look into insurance only because you are caring for children in your home, and you want to make sure that you're covered and the children are covered. I would look into that. Liability insurance, accident insurance, definitely look into that. I will leave a link below for you so you can look into a company that can help you. I do believe it is in California, but the company services nationwide. So I will leave a link in the description box below for an insurance company that you may want to call just to get some information. It is always good to be covered. Cover your home, cover the children in your home, and then parents feel more comfortable too that you have insurance, to know that this is really a business. This is something that you're really doing, not something that kind of like you're thinking about, or it's like a, nanny service or something like that, but it's really something that you're doing, and you put your money into caring and making sure that the children are safe in your care. Okay, the next question. How long will it take me to open up my daycare home? All right, this question I get asked a lot. I put no name on that one because there were several people that asked me. How long it takes, I would say it's up to you, and it is up to the licensing agency. For myself, when I opened up my program, I did have someone come out and assess my program, making sure that I had the square footage for the children that I was going to care for. After that, they found out, they saw that I needed more toys. I remember that I needed manipulatives, and I needed a couple more books, I think, that I didn't have. And so I had to set a new appointment with her. And to get that first appointment from me, it took a very long time, not on my end, but on the end of the licensing agency, because there was only one person working for the city that I lived in. So it basically took a very long time. She was the only person working in that city, and I had to wait for her, and that was just what I had to do. So, and I was so disappointed that I couldn't get my license on that day and that I needed more toys, because I did have a list of toys that they required, and I literally went down the list. I did a check mark. I made sure that I had everything. And when she came, she said, "Oh, you know what? You can have you need a few more books. You need some manipulatives." I almost fell to the floor. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then I had to wait for another appointment for her. And again, she was the only person working in the city. So, on your end, do everything that you can. You can't. When they come into your home, they're looking for kind of everything, just as far as setting up is concerned. Make sure that you do your own checklist, whatever they send you, whatever information they get from whatever information you get from the agency. Make sure that you do your own homework. Make sure you're thorough. Make sure you're detailed. Make sure you have a checklist. And like I had all of the information, but she just wanted a little bit more. So I said, okay, I got what she needed. It took about a month after that she came back, and I got my license. So you can do it. It's just up to you and the agency. Do all that you can on your part. Stay on their heels, and they'll get to you. Let's see. The next question is from Jessica from Alabama. What education do I need to open up a home child care? What age do I have to be? Okay, I believe, and every city and state again is different. So you would definitely want to take call the local licensing agency in your area. But I believe that you have to be 21 or older, and I also believe that you need a high school diploma or equivalent, like a GED. There are also licensing requirements that you have to fulfill, which are maybe like CPR and licensing rules and regulations that you would have to fulfill even to get a license, and that's through the licensing agency. So once you call the agency, they will give you all of that information. Let's see, the next question. Do I have to have a lot of money to open up a child care center? Should I open a child care home first and save that money to open a center? When you're talking about a child care center, you're talking about a lot more than in a home. In a home, you're able to have, maybe one or two people working for you. You have your set of children. You're making money, but you're making the money that is you're being able to replenish your home and your program. In a child care center, it's much different. I believe that I would advise, if you can start a child care center and you have the knowledge and you have the background, you have the help, the team, the money, everything that you would need to run a successful quality child care program, then I would say go for it. If you feel like you may not know everything and you may need more training and you're kind of getting your feet wet, then if your home is available, then go for it. I would say whatever works for you, whatever's going to work for you. Everybody is different. Some people can jump into a center and know the center back and front and know exactly what to do, and then some people may stumble a bit. And I believe that if you feel like you can do it, then do it. If you can't, I would say go into your home, start your home, get your feet wet, know what you're doing. Set yourself a business plan and write down every single thing about in your program that is successful. Capitalize on that, make it better, and then take it to the center, and you will be successful. Question number 8. I want to start a child care home, and I want to know how much money I will need to get started. Starting a child care home, this is a great question too, and I get this one a lot. Starting a child care home, you don't need that much. Now, depending on your city or state, what they require, then you will have to fulfill those requirements. Now, each home is different. Each home is made up differently. I can't tell you how much it's going to be to get started, but I know it's much less than opening up a child care center. And if you're really smart about it, you can go through to get toys and things like that. You can go to consignment shops. You can go if you have a Amazon. I know that they're really low price in toys. Definitely your friends and family, garage sales, things like that. Also, just the paperwork and getting prepared and getting started, that just takes some time, and then you can do that on your own. You don't have to, it doesn't really take money to do that. Just making sure that you're prepared in that area and having all the things that you need to run a successful business. I think that is important. So how much money you need, it depends on your home, it depends on your area, the regulations and rules that are governing your area, and the requirements that they are asking of you in your home, and basically going forward in that. Let's see. This is the last question. I don't want this video to be too long, but I will do more of these. If you have any questions, please email me. This is the last one. I am opening up a child care center, and I do not know how much to charge for my area. This is a really good question. I would definitely suggest, now when I started my program, I did a lot of legwork myself. I called other centers. I called my resource and referral, and I got all of the centers that were in my area. And I called them. I did like a blind call, I guess you'd call it. And I would just call them and ask, how much are you charging for this particular child and for this age range? And I would write it down. Now, again, it depends on what your program looks like, what you offer in your program. So sometimes you may be on a higher end than the child care centers in your area, depending on your curriculum and the programs that you offer, and what you are offering to the in your center, in your area, and what you're offering to the children. I would definitely call around, I would definitely do research, even call like private schools around the area if they're around you as well, just to see what they're charging and then what programs they're offering. Because again, maybe they're offering some programs that maybe you can't offer or you're not offering right now, and that they're able to charge a higher fee. Love that their children are being taken care of, they're being educated, they are growing, they're developing. Parents absolutely love that. So if you can get a strong curriculum, a strong philosophy, a strong program, you'll do great. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, my email is thebusinessofchildcare@gmail.com. You can also visit me at thebusinessofchildcare.com. And I do have a blog on my website. I am working on a few things, a few classes for you guys, how to start a business plan class, and things of that nature. And I really just wanted to help you all in any way that I can to get you started, to get you going in the right direction towards your dreams and your goals. And thank you again for visiting my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.